Okay, let's see if this is coming through. All right. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's try this again. Can you hear me? Can you hear the audio? Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Elaine, what's going on, Elaine? Welcome. Rodney, Tommy, what's going on, guys? Welcome. Darren, Joe. Welcome. Oh, I got some sauce for you today. Don't worry. We got plenty of sauce. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. I got you, Joe. No worries. And we are live, guys. Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. We are back in the studio. We are live, and our regularly scheduled programming, right? Our regularly scheduled programming is back, right? So it's Friday. It's good to be back in the studio. It's good to be here with all of you. So drop me a chat, right? If you have any questions or comments, you can throw them in the chat. If you want me to stop what I'm doing, right, and go straight to your question or your comment, then send me a super chat. If you send in a super chat, I'll quit what I'm doing and I'll go to your question or comment right away. Now, I have a lot of comments and questions that have come in really over the past month that I haven't had a lot of time to respond to. Usually I'm pretty good about responding to my YouTube comments, my YouTube questions, but it hasn't been lately. So that's why this Friday Q&A session is important, right? It lets me, really respond to your questions, really respond to your comments, get in depth with it. And also it gives us a platform where we can interact live, right? So if you want to have like an ongoing conversation, or if you do have a pressing question or a pressing comment, you will have access to me, and then I will also in turn have direct access to you. So it works out for everybody. So I'm actually going to put these on because I'm getting old, right? So I need these to read. And yeah, so where I'm going to, well, I can't see anything. I did a video today, another, I had people have been bothering me about doing a GS Partners update. So I finally did one this morning. And they are dipping into some crazy waters. I've never really seen a company like go after people, right? The way that GS Partners is doing, just and spending a lot of money. So it's like if they do rug pull, right, and which I think they are, right, and they're in the middle of it. They're going to, and they do it kind of on a regular basis. They rug pull and they put out a new item, right, or a new package, right, or something new, and then they screw over all the old people, right, and then they put in something new and bring in a bunch of new money. So that's kind of been their modus operandi. But I've never seen a company go after people and spend such large sums of money on lawyers and paying off judges and things like that. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. So I had to make a video on that. So that's what I was doing earlier. And so you can miss me with that. I mean, when a company starts getting into like real intimidation tactics and threats and legal stuff, it's like, dude, come on. Like, grow up, bro. You can't handle a little bit of criticism. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. All right, so I'm only going to go back 7 days, though. Okay, I'm only going to go back 7 days, and let's see, because it would just be too much to do a whole month of information here and now. So, welcome, guys. We're going to get into the first question, and this is about Marobit. Right. And this is about the action that happened in the UK recently. So, as most of you guys know, if you're in the crypto space and you're familiar with crypto, the established governments and the established banks of the world, the established financial order of the world, right, is threatened by crypto, right? So they try to blacklist it. They say that it's evil. They say that it's like nothing but money laundering. Nobody but criminals is in crypto. Yada yada yada. You've probably heard all that before. But they are taking action, right? They're taking as much action as they can. I mean, technically, it can't be stopped because you would have to get rid of the internet, right, in order to stop crypto and crypto trading. It's just going to be a thing, and people are going to have to get used to it. The governments are going to have to adapt to it. But unfortunately, what they're doing now is they're trying to slap a lot of laws on it, and they do what they do, right? They punish people who are not doing what they want them to do, right? And make a law, right? Make a law, and then put the person in jail, right? That's like their exercise of power. It's kind of sad. So anyway, this person says, "Hello, I can inform you that the company you were talking about may well be located in the UK. Many platforms have moved. The King, right? And that's King Charles, right? King Charles passed an online safety bill today, which, if you read deeply into the document of this bill, will be investigating platforms and stopping people using them, right? UK has become difficult regarding crypto, and now it will have control of platforms from the UK, and we will have no privacy at all. It's a very sad day for many people in the UK, and will also take away any freedom of speech for UK citizens, and nothing will be private. Hey, it ain't just the UK. Right, that's happening globally. Most people do not know the gravity of this bill, yet I'm sure people will wake up to this in the coming months. I'm guessing the platform moved because of this bill, which was passed yesterday. And that's talking about the move that Marobit made. And since I'm on Marobit, I may as well discuss a little bit about it. So the move that Marobit made from switching domains. Now, look, man, it might be that they had to switch domains because of the law or whatever. But here's what happened, right? Is that your domains are hosted, right? So if you have a domain, you have a host who's hosting that domain. Just like if you have a server, you have a host that's hosting that server. So what ended up happening, and what does happen in the crypto space, is that the host decides that what you're doing on your platform, they don't approve of it, right? And so the host bans you and takes away your domain, or it bans you and retracts your server, right? And so a website, you get like a 404 and you go, oh man, it was a rug pull. Well, yeah, sometimes it's a rug pull, but also sometimes it's the web host coming in and shutting the thing down, right? And that's what happened in the case of Marobit. Now, Marobit is not shut down. It just changed from Marobit dot whatever it was to Marobit.net, right? And they've got a new domain host. And that's what you have to do. Also, don't worry or be afraid of things like this edict from the king, because the truth is, there's too many websites to, I mean, you would have to have, I don't know, millions of FBI agents. I mean, you would have to have millions of people track. I mean, what new websites pop up every day? What are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? So the only people that they're really going after are the big dogs. And that's what happens. You know, if a company gets big enough and starts blowing up, then they start getting the ire, right, of the powers that be. And powers that be don't like it. And then you see what happens. I mean, look what happened to funds. Jeez. And we're going to see more of that. So let's look at the terms of use for Marobit. Some people have been letting me know that they've gotten suspended from Marobit. I talked to one of the higher ups at Marobit about it this morning, and he said, well, if somebody's been suspended, it's because they violated our terms of use. So let me go over these terms of use real quick. So the Marobit.net platform is operated by Marobit Ltd, registration number blah, blah, blah. And yes, they are in the UK. This agreement is crafted and endorsed in compliance with UK legislation no, and widely recognized digital asset management standards. Features of the website are accessible exclusively to registered members. To create an account on Marobit.net, you must be a minimum of 18 years of age, right? So if you're underage and they find out, you're going to get suspended, right? And possess the legal capacity to enter this contract. By registering on Marobit.net platform, you consent to fully acknowledge the terms of use and our privacy policy. Okay, that's the general terms. Deposits. A deposit signifies a confidential contract between Marobit Ltd and the registered account holder. Upon depositing, the member grants Marobit Ltd the authority to manage their digital assets in the best interest of the company, aligned with the selected investment scheme. So upon depositing, the member grants Marobit the authority to do what they're going to do, right? So that's the whole thing. You don't invest what you cannot afford to lose, right? Because once you send the crypto, it's gone, right? Now, here's the investment plans, right? You got the starter plan. It's 5% a day for 30 days. You've got the premium plan, 6% a day for 40 days. After the completion of your chosen investment plan, the principal amount will automatically be returned to your account balance. Members can cancel deposit at any time after the first 24 hours, incurring a 20% fee. All right. Deposits can be made using any payment method supported by Marobit.net. Deposits are denominated in USD and are subject to the prevailing cryptocurrency exchange rate. Rates fluctuate based on current cryptocurrency valuations. Transferring funds between two Marobit.net accounts is prohibited, right? So if you've got the same IP address and you've got two accounts or more under your name, you're going to get suspended, right? You're going to get banned. You can't have more than one account, right? Because if they find out, then then you lose, right? So ensure the deposit address generated in one account isn't set as the withdrawal address in another Marobit account. So shenanigans, right? So if you're doing shenanigans, right, they'll suspend you. Okay. Withdrawals. Members can initiate withdrawals provided they have adequate balance. Minimum withdrawal is $10 for Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, ERC20, $5 for other listed cryptocurrencies. Withdrawal processing time is up to 48 hours. Marobit Ltd doesn't levy withdrawal fees. However, members are urged to request withdrawals judiciously to avoid excessive transaction costs, right? So if you're withdrawing every 5 minutes, you're going to raise a red flag with Marobit. Marobit isn't accountable for blockchain network delays during high traffic. Confirmation times might extend. Transfers to incorrect wallet addresses cannot be reversed or canceled by Marobit Ltd. Always verify your wallet address before confirming a withdrawal. Misdirected funds are non-refundable, right? Marobit Ltd isn't liable for technical glitches affecting blockchains or payment processors. Okay, user account and security. Each member is permitted a single account. So one member, one account on Marobit.net. Multiple account registrations by an individual, especially for referral commissions, will lead to account suspension and freezing of all related accounts, right? So don't play. Members are responsible for their account security. Optimal security is achieved by enabling two-factor authentication. Now, if you're on any of these crypto platforms or you deal with crypto at all, or you're just on the internet, guys, put your 2FA on every single thing that will let you, right? Because that's the last body armor that you can have. That's the bulletproof vest, right? Your 2FA. It's so important, right? Because hackers are in this space. This is the crypto space, guys. This is like the home of the hackers, right? So don't be stupid. Make sure you get 2FA on everything. Members should employ robust passwords, distinct from those used for associated email accounts. Our team will never reach out via personal Telegram or other messages. The only official communication channels are live chat on our website, contact form, or direct email to support@marobit.net. Marobit Ltd will never solicit payments to external wallets or endorse other investment platforms. There's an anti-spam policy. So unsolicited commercial emails or bulk emails are considered spam. Engaging in spam or violating any terms can lead to cooperation with investigations, including sharing account details. Procedure of amending the present terms. Marobit Ltd retains the right to modify the terms of use. All modifications will be announced on our official social media channels. Changes to the terms of use are on effect upon announcement. And then it gives you the contact information, info@marobit.net. And there it is. So those are the terms of use. Don't violate the terms of use. And what I recommend, right, is that if you're going to do a withdrawal, that you just go ahead and do a withdrawal once a day. That's what I do, and I haven't run into any problems, right? So I go into Marobit in the morning, I do one withdrawal a day, and then I let it stack, right? I let it stack, and then the next day I come in and do another withdrawal, right? So don't be withdrawing every 5 to 10 minutes. I think that could get you suspended too, right? So word to the wise there on Marobit. All right, let me jump into the chats. Rodney's waiting for the sauce, getting our Friday sauce. Tommy Joe says, any update on Global Aid and AAC? Okay, so as far as I know, Global Aid is still paying, a very small amount, but I'm going in every day and I'm claiming my rewards with Global Aid, right? So let me go ahead and check my wallet, which I haven't checked in a while, to make sure that those funds have actually been coming in. So let's see, bear with me one second. I don't want to try something. I just want to open my damn account. Okay, here it is. 230. Yeah, so my funds have been coming in. Okay, and Global Aid Club is paying on a slow drip. Right now, they are sitting at 8.1% liquidity pool stability. So that's very low. So Global Aid Club is going to go until they run out of money. And then once they run out of money, your transfer will not show up in your wallet. I mean, it'll be game over at that point. So it's running out. And what I recommend doing is just withdraw every single day, squeeze as much juice out of that thing as you can, because it's going to go. I mean, it's going to go away, and it's probably going to be pretty soon, right? Because it cannot sustain itself. All right. So that's the sauce on Global Aid. AAC. Let me read you their little announcement that they put out. Affiliate Advertising Club. Sorry, we're down for maintenance. We will be back shortly. Due to the amount of traffic, purchases, deposits, and activity, you guys are amazing, right? It will cause the ARP rebuild process to not be able to keep up. And if it can't keep up, it'll never finish, and we can't get this site rocking and rolling. What? So at this time, I've asked my developer to turn off the website so that this process can catch up. I apologize for the no notice shutdown, but we cannot wait around for everyone to see a message first. That kind of defeats the whole purpose. Why? I really want to let everyone do some things while the process was running, but that's causing a major delays with the rebuilding. So I'm talking about going from our initial estimate of 30 plus hours to now what looks like at least 5 or 6 days. So by shutting everything down, we hope to knock it back to around 48 hours. I will update everyone in Facebook group as much as I can. Thank you for your patience and understanding. You have no idea how much I appreciate every one of you. Actually, I do have an idea how much you appreciate every one of us, to the tune of millions of dollars. Actually, let me go ahead and do that calculation real quick, because I was looking at this. And let me see. So in that launch, okay, give or take, AAC pulled in about $20 million. Okay. So are they going to come back and pay everybody? We'll see what they do. But it wasn't this guy's first rodeo. I mean, he's done this before, obviously. He had a huge setup. You had the likes of Ed Zimbardi, right? So Ed was on board, and some other leaders who, some people love him, some people hate him, were on board. And so it's been a giant debacle. So hopefully, I like the idea. It's a good concept. I mean, affiliate advertising group is awesome because, it's going to be directed traffic from marketers to other marketers, right? So people are going to be, so you're getting your ads out to people who really would care about seeing your ads and who would really sign up. So you don't have to go through the pyramid scheme objection. You don't have to go through the Ponzi scheme objection. You don't have to go through the MLM objection, because you're marketing to people who already are past those objections, right? Who are already involved in different projects. So it's a good idea. And so I'm hoping that they come back. I know that I have a lot of money that I made from that, but I wasn't able to touch any of it. Nobody has, right? And so it's out of our hands. It's out of our control at this point, right? So all we have to do is wait for them to get it back up and running. And you're probably going to want to put a time limit on it of about a week. I mean, if they're not back up by the end of the week, or by let's say the 10th, right? If they're not back up by the 10th, and if they're having more and more problems, I mean, to me, it's probably just going to be a wash, right? Unfortunately. All right. Actually, I literally just now got an update, another update. All right, let me read it. Okay, everyone, I'm hoping the last update you need before we are done. Jason told me, well, if Jason told you, I mean, yeah, because we all know who Jason is, right? Jason told me, oh, great. Good. I'm glad Jason's on it, right? Because I know everybody knows who Jason is, right? Jason just told me, all right, hey guys, everything's okay because Jason just told him. Okay, shout out to Jason, right? Shout out to you, Jason. All right, Jason just told me we're about 4 out of 5 of the way done. 4/5 of the way done, I guess. Yeah. This just in. Jason says everything's going to be okay. Thank God for that. He is estimating this evening the rebuild will be complete. He will then do some checking. And of course, from accounts we know for sure didn't have any ARP cycling when they should have. Then he will make the site live again. Either he or I will post an update here to let everyone know. I'm 12 hours ahead of EDT, so I may be sleeping. That's if I can sleep, okay? He's in the Philippines, right? The guy's in the Philippines. Shout out to the Philippines. Believe it or not, I am just as blind as you are. I don't believe it, okay? I don't believe it, right? Come on, man. Come on, man. Will you shut up, man? What I can tell you is about 8 hours ago, everything was running smooth and real good, to quote Jason. Hey, Jason said everything's running real good. Whew. Man, I'm glad. That is really comforting, right? I mean, thank God that we've got this guy, Jason, who's saying that everything's running real good. Thank God for that, right? Man, what would we do without Jason? Hit the like button. Nobody else is giving you the same kind of sauce that I'm giving you here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Nobody else is reading live as soon as these updates come in and making fun of them at the same time, right? So hit the like button because nobody else is giving you the same kind of sauce that I'm giving you here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. I'm talking about the orange pill, titanium pill, stainless steel pill sauce. The sauce, right, that you're only getting here. So believe it or not, he's just as blind as us, guys. Right. Okay. My admin area is shut down too. Jason is the only one in there. Okay. What I can tell you is about 8 hours ago, everything was running smooth and real good, to quote Jason. Even better, what we did worked. The rebuilding picked up speed and was looking like it could be done before our 48-hour estimate. Hey, I haven't gone anywhere. I just want this long pre-launch to be over. So there you have it. So they're saying it's going to be up, I don't know. Let's just say 48 hours, right? We'll keep an eye on it. I'll be keeping an eye on it. I'm sure everybody involved is going to be keeping an eye on it. It's a good concept, right? And with cryptocurrency, it ought to be something that they should be able to sustain. But we'll just have to. I mean, at this point, it's out of our hands, guys. Let me open this up. Let me know if you guys can hear the sound effects. Hopefully the soundboard is working. I've been pulling my hair out, right, working on the soundboard. Okay, cool. Kozak Capital, do you have any document/Excel to track your projects of profit and loss? So I use a Google, I think it's called Google Spreadsheet, right? It's a little green program. It comes with every Google account, and I track my profits and losses there. And yeah, I recommend everybody do that, especially if you're a trader, because what you track gets better, right? And how can you know? How can you know what's happening with your trading account if you're not tracking it, right? And how can you know? And you're going to learn a lot, right, from tracking what you do when you're trading. Also, tracking your losses is important because you can write it off on your taxes, so that's always a good thing. It's capital losses. Rodney, using another email for referral. Right. So that's going to get people kicked off. Waiting for your top 5 again, right? I want to get into another platform. Okay. So Crypto Fund is still number 1. QP, number 2. Left Coins, number 3. Crypto Option, number 4. And L Green is number 5. So there you go. Crypto Fund is like NOVATECH without the affiliate program. QP is a trading bot that trades on the New York Stock Exchange. They do have a couple of changes that they're making, and I am going to be talking about that during this broadcast, but they're still paying and they're still doing good, so I'm going to keep them at number 2. Left Coins is a unique type of company that locates abandoned wallets, right? Unlocks them and extracts the funds from the abandoned wallets. Okay. So since it's not a trading platform, it's not going to come under the same scrutiny from the governing regulatory bodies that trading platforms normally come under, right? So it's good to have that just for diversification. Also, it pays extraordinarily good passive income, right? I've been making great money with Left Coins. Crypto Option is also good. They're a trading platform that does 1.5% a day. Now, 1.5% a day isn't the sexiest number in the world, but you know what? This has been a solid platform, right? The high yips are fun and everything, guys, but you're so much more likely to lose your money in a high yip than you are in something like Crypto Option. And then you've got L Green, which is a sports book, right? And you're contributing to the liquidity of a sports book, contributing to their liquidity pool. And if you ever heard the term, the house always wins, right? So since you're partnered with a sports book, they're making money and they're able to give a 1% return per day. And that's been working out great, right? So that's my current top 5. Har Har says, hi, I want to join Genesis Bits. What is your opinion about it? Well, the link's in my description, right? You can sign up there. What is my opinion about it? I think it's a high yip, right? I think it's a high risk opportunity. Um, and my opinion would be to treat it just like any other high yip in the space. Just be smart about what you're doing. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't invest anything you cannot afford to lose. Make sure that you're doing regular withdrawals, and and just know from the beginning that it might not go anywhere. Right now, so far, Genesis Bits has been fine. I've been making withdrawals almost every day from Genesis Bits. It's paying, right? It's working as advertised, and it's paying. The question is for how long, right? Because it does something like 7.5% a day, which is super high, right? And so at that point, you want to make sure you're not just playing a slot machine, right? So just buyer beware, my friend, right? Just be smart about it. It's not that it isn't good, okay? It's that in this space, the way you do things is very important, right? For example, when I got into Marob, right, and I've made large sums of money in Marob, but when I got into Marob, I got into about 5 other high yips, and they all failed. 4 out of 5 failed. 4 out of 5, I lost money, but I made so much from the one that didn't fail that I came out on top, right? And that's how you have to do it, right? So it's as risky as any other high yip, right? So you have to, and high yip stands for high yield investment platform. So you just have to practice your risk management principles and you'll be fine. But just remember, any platform could go away at any time, right? And that's the space that we're in, right? You're never going to hear me say, oh, yeah, this platform is great. This platform is super safe. You're just not going to hear me say that, right? Because I try to teach diversification. I try to teach and preach being in this space in such a way that you can make money in the long term, right? So you don't just join one high yip, right? You join 5 or 6, right? And you understand that the majority of them are going to fail, right? But the ones that don't, and you make a bag, right? Then you're feeling pretty good, right? Because you're feeling like you just got that cash out, right? You made large sums of money. Alrighty. Shirley, what's up, Shirley? Good to have you here. May, is QP new crypto bot can be better or riskier than the actual trading bot? Well, let's go ahead and get into it, May, since you brought this up. The thing is about QP is it's been a solid platform. It's been a great platform for a long time, right? Almost a year. Okay. So it has already exceeded most people's expectations. And now they're offering a new quote unquote crypto bot, right? And so the question that you have to ask yourself is why are they doing that? Right? Well, the new crypto bot, they're probably hoping that their current clients will now invest into the new crypto bot, therefore sucking in a lot of money, right? So they all of a sudden they're doing this new crypto bot, all of a sudden they're doing this new promotion, all of a sudden they're trying to get a lot of money. Why? Right? If everything's working fine, why rock the boat? Right? Why if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So this is a money grab, right? And so the question you have to ask yourself is why are they doing the money grab, right? Are they really just branching out and expanding, or is there another reason why they're doing the money grab, right? Are they having a liquidity issue, right? And that's why they're needing to bring in a lot of money right now. Time will tell. Okay, time will tell. But like I said before, any platform can go away at any time, even QP, right? And QP is not above me talking crap about them, right? Nobody is. Because once the companies start doing shenanigans, right? Once they start doing malarkey, right? And shenanigans, I'm going to say something. And to me, what the crypto bot looks like is a money grab. It looks like they're trying to suck in a lot of money right now. So you be the judge as to why they're doing that. All right, back to the comments. This person says, "Bro, what do you think about OVAX Global?" Yeah, man, I think that OVAX Global is a high YIP. So it's a high yield investment platform. I think it's high risk, right? That's what I think. I'm not going to tell you to join it. I'm not going to tell you not to join it, right? I'm just going to say that, hey, make sure you're practicing your risk management principles, right? Don't put $10,000 into one platform. Put $1,000 into 10 platforms, right? That's the trick, right? Because if you dump all your money into one platform and then that platform rug pulls, well, you really kind of shot yourself in the foot at that point, right? So you want to make sure that you're diversified. You want to make sure that you spread the risk out, right? And so that's the idea. I don't see anything wrong with OVAX Global. I mean, I passed on it, but I just for whatever reason is why I did that. I just wasn't feeling the heat, right? I wasn't feeling the I wasn't feeling the fire, So I just said, I'm good. But hey, it's not better or worse than any other high up out there, right? It's a risk, and you got to calculate your risks. You got to be smart about it, and just make sure that you just don't risk what you cannot afford to lose, right? And that way, you'll be locked and loaded in the space. You'll be locked and loaded with the ammo. You'll be ready to fight, and you'll be good to go, right? So you just want to make sure. So, and then what is that amount to you? Like, could you lose $100 today? Now, nobody wants to lose $100, but could you? Would you be okay? Would you still make it in life if you lost $100 today? And if your answer is yes, then you can go ahead and take that 100 and invest it in something, right? Invest it into a high risk thing because you can afford it, right? But you don't go take your rent money and then throw it into a risky crypto platform. You don't take your car payment and go throw it into a risky crypto platform. That's not how you do it. All right. Somebody said another awesome video. Well, thank you for that. I do try. I do try. I'm glad that you think it's awesome, right? This person is talking about QP. I have high hopes for the crypto bot if it can generate the same profits. I don't see why it will not pay more since it will be trading 24/7. The second thing I've noticed about QP is that their average profits have been dropping over time, now down to around 1.7% per trading day, full stake 52% instead of 60%. What do you think explains that? If it is a Ponzi, maybe they can't pay as much anymore. I hope not. I'm loving their profits. Look, guys, QP has regularly been doing over 10% a week, right? If it's a Ponzi, then they've got a hell of a lot of money, right, to be able to keep up with those kinds of returns. And they have instant withdrawals, right? If it's a Ponzi, then they could be liquidated quick with those instant withdrawals, right? So I'm just not big on calling stuff a Ponzi. That's just not really that's not my get down. I mean, come on, I'm not there. You're not there. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, right? If it is a Ponzi, then eventually it will collapse because that's what Ponzi's do. They collapse, right? Once again, if you're practicing your risk management principles, it doesn't matter. Now, I am far into the green with QP. I think most people that joined QP back in the day are just in the green, right? So meaning they're in profit. They've made a lot of money. I've never seen a company just be as smooth and as user friendly and all that as QP. They've really done a great job, right? And so, but like I said, I think that the crypto bot represents a money grab. Okay, the question is why? Are they just trying to expand their business, or are they running out of money, right? And therefore they need some money, right? So there you go. That is the latest, and that's the answer to that. All right. This person said, I am one of your loyal subscribers. Yes, you are. And thank you for being a loyal subscriber to the Unlimited Freedom Network. I do appreciate it. Okay, I was talking about Genesis bits, and this person said it looks good, but it's technically not a high yet because they don't release the initial capital at the end of each cycle. So you only get 2.5% a day. I love that. You only get 2.5% a day. So you only get 2.5% a day in profit. So it's still a bit more than QP, but technically not a high yet. It's a high yip. Okay, another one. Let's go. Is Alterion still paying? No. Alterion is not paying. So what will happen is if you do a withdraw from Alterion, it will say that the withdrawal has been completed. It will say that everything's good, and then you will go to your crypto wallet and the money's not there, right? So, it's where did the money go? Right. So Alterion, it's disappointing, but is what it is. I mean, that's the space that we're this is the business we have chosen, right? This is the business we have chosen. This is the space that we're in, right? And some platforms are going to show red flags, and other platforms are just going to lose. This is a response to my C12 pool take. And they say, you have done it. The website is already down just after you saying this. So, I came on here and did a warning about C12 pool. And that same day, they rug pulled. Okay, this person said there's been issues with the ARP and AAC. Yeah, you think? I think they have developers working on it, but it seems you have not been affected. I put in 400 Litecoin, but right now I'm at 400 and haven't doubled. Hope they work the kinks out soon. Okay, yeah. I mean, I was showing good profits in my back office, but I wasn't able to withdraw any of that. So, I mean, just take that for what it's worth. This person said, "Get the popcorn ready." You always know it's good when people say about your video, "Get the popcorn ready," right? That means that they're enjoying. They're ready to sit back, have some popcorn, and listen to the Unlimited Freedom Network. And the sauce that I give goes good with popcorn, right? It just you put a little bit of sauce, you sprinkle a little bit of that orange pill, onto that butter popcorn, just get a good taste. All right, another awesome show. Let's go. You got it, bro. What do you think about OVX Global? I just talked about that. I need a wallet. Here's a person. I need a wallet that will take Tether TRC20, please. Okay, you should get the Exodus wallet, but also, if you're at the point where you're like that remedial to where you're like where you're that new to the space, I recommend being very, very careful here on my channel because this is level 2. And it sounds like you're still at like the beginning of level 1, right? If you're like, how do I get TRC20? This channel might not be for you yet, right? You might want to get hip to the game a little bit before you come here, right? I just don't want to see you get in over your head, right? And not know what you're getting yourself into. All right. This one is on, let's see. This person said, thanks. You're welcome. This person said, still my number one for sure on QP. I love it. I'm looking forward to the release of their crypto bot too. All right. Just remember what I said, right? Remember the take And I'm still rolling with QP, but for me, I'm so far in the green with it that no matter what happens at this point, I'm in profit. And if that's not you, or if you're thinking about just now joining QP, you might want to